Hi, this is Bob Johnson from Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff, and welcome to today's episode. Thanks for joining. And today's episode is about some legacy Panasonic Toughbook. I know in our previous episodes we talked about the CF31, F110, the ToughPad FZ-G1, etc. But I'm going to go back in history and pull out the CF25. Now the CF25 was released in October of 1996, and I kind of have a special attachment to this model only because it was the very first model that I started selling when we went into business here at Bob Johnson's, and it's a workhorse this laptop. Let me tell you a little bit about it. This particular one is a third generation CF25, so it's probably a little newer than from October of 96. This is probably a 97 model, somewhere in that range. It has a Pentium MMX, 166 megahertz. Now, I said megahertz, not gigahertz, so that would be 0.166 gigahertz, I believe. Much slower than by today's standards. The other thing about this laptop is it is a beast. Let me give you an example. You have the handle, which is, all metal. There's no plastic in this. Unlike your CF31, which is the great grandfather, or grandson, I should say, of this unit. This is pure metal. And so out of curiosity, I went over to the scale and I weighed the CF25. It came in, this model right here, this unit came in at 8.5 pounds. Now by comparison, the Panasonic Toughbook CF31 weighed in at 6.9 pounds. This is of course without the AC adapter and such, but that just goes to show you how much more metal is included in the CF25. Some other cool things about this laptop is, and I'll turn it around for you, is my favorite part, which happens to be the keyboard. If you're ever done a lot of typing, you appreciate a nice, solid, bouncy keyboard, and that's exactly what this is. The keys are well made. You can even tell just by feeling it, it's a much better made keyboard. This laptop, the Panasonic Toughbook CF25, because of its age, did not include a USB port. However, an interesting fact about it is there is a USB controller on board, but the system board does not support anything regarding USB. Could you put a USB? I went online and looked at some of the forums where they talk about the CF25, and one particular post stated that you would have to do some major hardware and software modifications to the system to get the USB on board. However, it may still not dedicate resources based on the BIOS. So it's definitely something that you're not going to come across. The good part about this laptop is that it does have PCMCI slots, and it has 3 of them. This particular model I have, and I don't know if you guys know what this is, but this is a Type 2 PCMCIA Real Port Ethernet 10100 card. This is how you would include your NIC port for accessing networks and the internet. It did not have wireless. There was no wireless controller on the CF25. But that goes right in that slot there, so you could just plug your NIC cable in there and you're set to go. It has the old style PS2 keyboard, so you can have an external keyboard attached to it. It also includes legacy ports like the DB25 parallel port that was used to connect your printers, and of course a VGA port and a 9-pin serial port. The other side here, it had a multi-bay slot, and I'll pull this out for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Right now it has a CD-ROM drive in it. It's nothing special. This was just a straight CD-ROM. They didn't have DVD drives back then, and I don't know that you could get a burner for it. You might have been able to, but that's this multi-bay port right here. And let's see, it goes this way. And there's this latch right here that you just push and it would pop right out. There was also a docking port as well. This unit being a Mark III, the screen size, and it was touch. You could get it both ways, touch or non-touch. 12.1 inch active matrix color screen. You could get this in a varying degree of, okay, let me start over on that. When it comes to memory on the CF25, the Mark III, this particular model I have sitting here, came with 32 megs of memory. That's 32 megs, not gigs, but megs. It ran Windows 95 and did it quite well, actually. I know I loaded a number of these units with Windows 95 because that was the operating system of the day. And it was definitely very popular. I looked up some of our old sales on these units, and back in 96, 97, we were selling these on eBay for the neighborhood of $500. That was a used unit with Windows 95, 16 megs of RAM, and a small, a very small 40 meg hard drive. I said 40 meg, not gig. This particular unit right now has an 840 meg hard drive, and it took the standard IDE small laptop hard drive. Quite old, but back in the day when this was sold, that was top cutting edge. So that's all I got on the Panasonic Toughbook CF25. I want to remind you, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that bell right below this video so I can notify you on the next video that we put out. Hit that like button, let me know if you liked it or not. Leave a comment, tell me what you think about the CF25. Anyways, my name is Bob Johnson. Thanks for watching today.